Wednesday, 1 p.m. on Citi TV. This be Football Made in Ghana, the only show where we discuss Ghana football issues in pidgin. My name is Nathan Quao. For the next 1 hour, we go discuss two very important issues. One, Hearts of Oak, whether or not they go qualify to the next stage of the CAF Confederation Cup qualifiers. And then we go find out something about the Black Stars. Today, FIFA gave some very interesting announcements, say, for every club where in player go day the World Cup inside, they go pay that club $10,000 for every day the player go spend for Qatar. So with the base. So as the announcement drop, make we carry the players from the local league go and so some of the clubs for here go make some money. That'll be the question we go discuss later on in the show. So if you get any comments, 0550-585832, that'll be the WhatsApp number. So take all your comments, send me for that number top 0550-585832. We go read most of your comments before the show go end in about an hour. This be Football Made in Ghana. We go take some very short break. This be live for Citi TV. If we come back and the guests make ready, then we go dive into the show. We go come back ready. I beg, just wait, we go come back. Welcome back. This be Football Made in Ghana, Citi TV. Like I talk, today we get two broad topics. So one, Hearts of Oak, and World Cup, of course, as it relates to local clubs, as now FIFA dropped some very interesting announcement on how much clubs go make if them are players day the World Cup inside. So it means say your country for chair for Qatar. So say you go get that extra money at least in large quantities. So say the clubs day to day go feel enjoy. All right, make an intro that gets for the show. They be regulars. First up, the Atsu Tamakloe. Today they rep in Black Star shirt. I don't know if it be part of the agenda.
Brother.
I don't know.
Next, how be things?
Charlie, we day. Next up, be Daniel Koranteng. Today, not they wear Black Stars jersey, but still, he go come fire in points. They warm up, yeah.
Charlie, it be some disappointed pro or what?
Why?
Because the vibes way they give me be like he try in luck for their way, Charlie.
Then
he feels some plenty trials, so you know shit that far. So if you come here,
no, the story I hear be say the trial, be say you know fail trial, it pass. But it be like some decisions from high up where they say no.
Charlie,
the ball they no go make it go.
Charlie, this one it be vibes.
It's true.
It be vibes.
You are go forgive you the story.
It be vibes because the trials there, if you pass, Charlie, if you go where you spoil there, Charlie.
It's spoiled there. It be something. No, it be sake of something. That's why you know get some play.
That's something be in or in doing.
No. It not be. At that time, then if you take that decision, then somebody for
me, I go trials at the bang hat trick. Every 3 minutes. No. You know that issue.
All right.
The tennis have the show so you don't get balance.
Charlie, where the body?
You don't get balance.
Okay, you chill. Relax. You later we go dive into.
You go try spin on the board and before you go realize.
Fall down,
Charlie.
Sorry. All right. Let's start off with Accra Hearts of Oak. So they won't qualify to the group stage of the CAF Confederation Cup for the first time since when? The time they win? Way back. But I be like still they try, but I know they beat. Last weekend they go Mali, go play AS Bamako. They lose that game by 3-0. 3-0. So now Hearts of Oak for try overturn that tie. What they for do? They for score at least 3 unanswered goals to level it, and then a fourth goal to send them through. But all of this really premised on say AS Bamako no go get goal score for Accra. As soon as they score, I mean say the story go make more and more difficult. So we go discuss that one first. We go talk about some World Cup matters a little later. Actually, thoughts on this? This be very, very tough hurdle for Accra Hearts of Oak. Then we all expect say they go get some very decent results. So say the return leg will be formality. But like now the return leg there, Charlie, it go hard give them.
We all talked for here last week say it be free hits to the guys we basically it be what Enoch Daite, Jordan, the fitness coach, and then the assistant coach who in the interim they act as the head coach, David Oklu. So if you look at the people who then lead the team go that game, then be lightweight. So in terms of how they go manage the game, manage even the team before the game itself, a lot of the things we then go do, and now on hindsight, a lot of things that were done were not exactly things that you would say were consistent with the way to behave for those games. And sometimes it be understandable, say, the sense of occasion will get to them. Because in football, you don't play some of these occasions, you play the game. You forget about everything where they happen, whatever you could experience for airports, water, food, the way people go treat you, the immigration guys and all of that. It be part of the psychology. sometimes you know be said and one skate, they just won't throw you off balance and that kind of thing. So if you look at the people who take the team forward, it no be surprising say as the game starts, the team no look ready. Some of the issues where it come out say the players no get united front even on the pitch and that kind of thing. It be understandable. But if you look through everything where it lead the team here, it no be surprising. Last week we discussed them because ideally by the time you go sack the coach, you forget a replacement lined up. Yes, we understand that sometimes some of these situations it happens. Say the person where you feel say if or do the job, either no go make ready or it go feel disappoint you. But I feel say has to work there in this situation because, and I go mention the board chairman specifically because he make up his mind say it be plan A or plan A must work. That be why it take them this long for about 2 weeks now. Okay. Still, they don't really get anybody make it can't take charge because you know be say there's no plan. The plan be say plan A must work if plan A is not working. So,
but what be the plan A?
Which be what we discussed the last time, Prosperity. So then throw everything into that basket, say the man, whatever he wants, make it talk. But in Godfather, the advice I'm say to move away from one toxic environment into another, no be very advisable. Also because you get two other options in Gold Stars and then Samatex with very lucrative offers and clubs where you get relationship with in the past with them. But I think in the last 24 hours, then started to talk to some Serbian coach, which if you go through typical of
Ghana people,
typical of Ghanaian clubs and even football executives, there's even no really, it not be matters. So the CV not really be inspiring. In fact, I think the biggest job he gets in a 12-year coaching career, he holds a UEFA license, pro license. The biggest job he do be for the Serbian league, I think Nova Proza or something, between 2018 and 2020. And that be the longest time he stay in charge of a team.
2 years.
But yes. But as it is with all of these coaches who come to Ghana, more often than not, what's important is the quality that they have to work with, and not necessarily the ideas that they may have or even the track record with them. Because if you check even Black Stars, well, on a line of appointments and the people who can coach Bukaziz, Pakistan, Thailand, Sudan, before we hire Bukaziz, Ranos, Israel, all of them.
Israel, Milo,
in fact,
Plavi.
Perhaps the most high profile of the coaches who come here will be Abraham Grants. Then maybe, they're not plenty. Yeah. In terms of the CVs where they take them, they're not plenty. Maybe Claude Lera, in terms of what he do on the continent before he can coach you. So, but the danger with some of these appointments be say, it not be technical decision.
Okay, maybe we will dive into the appointment a little later. Make I take Daniel in thoughts. Daniel, it be like this result, be very, very rough result for her to. But last week we talked here, this be free hits. Charlie, the situation that has to hold them a current context some way, but still 3-0, Charlie. 3-0 be quite steep.
Nathan, it be some way. And me, what they pay me be say it shouldn't have been this way. That be how they see him. It shouldn't have been this way. Wait, I talk on a different platform. You see, even if the plan was there, say you go sack Boydu, until you get replacement where you know say if you sack him, the guy they sign, he they begin in the next couple of days. Make it no make it go. You know be say now you they can't sack him. Of course, you get your plan of who you want make it come. But it no be now they can't start negotiations or any proper negotiations for that matter. That's in, you know, they speak well of any serious football club. Because if you do your due diligence, in fact, even before you enter negotiations with somebody, you have initial discussions, see the person in mind, they see, say, where in mind, they you go feel properly convinced and make it come. Where you go feel gauge the period of time where you go feel make that decision, then when he go come. If you don't do those things, no, make you not make the person you get go. Because you see, last week we talk about Oklu in record. We they talk the thing with the laugh. Getting level. Well, it's true. Everybody gets in level. Every coach gets in level. And no go, see, make I ask you a question. If one day you can't hear, say, Milo, go get Real Madrid job, you go shock.
Yeah, I go shock.
Because why?
Because really, how much work it do, right? They go talk say handle Black Stars, World Cup, last 8, great. But apart from, before that and after that, Really?
So in CV, you know the match.
Yeah, in CV, you know the match.
That's what you talk.
Yeah.
Oklu in CV, you know the Ghana Premier League team safe. Right now. He go brave before he go get. Last season, he spent it as an assistant too. Somebody where he be head coach, where he fail, where you go back, go sit assistant bench. When you come, and you see, it's not about, yes, interim be okay, but this interim period, no, the structure of the game, the weight of the matches where they can't be in top, no, that be the problem.
Yeah.
You spend time telling everybody, see, the man is in charge, no, you know, go fit do anything for Africa. You need somebody go fit do something for Africa. This be the Africa, oh. This be the Africa. The season where Bwedu win league, no, they sack Oklu halfway through the season. He get 9 points. Only 9 points he gets. First half of the season, he get 9 points. Go ask the Liberty people. If they catch her, they go beat him. Because if he make it go down. Only true, if he make them go down.
Sure, say if they get them, then go call him, then sack him
again. But see, he get a job. We no go one leg. If they can't take over the second. Today, if they can't do press conference. If they can't tell you what is this? And you see, no disrespect.
So make you no talk.
But what are they talk? They say, in level no be hard so folk. Even on an interim basis, in level no be hard so folk. You dey bad what are they talk? So the people at the top, they really let themselves down. They really let the fans down because it shouldn't have been so. Even as bad as Bwedu, as bad as that patch was, as poor as that patch was, I don't think say it go lose training. At least it will give the team a fighting chance in Accra. But this be the case where you go. I make a talk and say you go lose training. If you dey read the room, if you be proper management, you dey read the room, you dey listen on the ground, you dey pick up things. You see, say fans vex plus you, fans no give him. Then you finish yesterday, then they release ticket prices for the match in this economy. You dey born me, make I go pay money, make I can't watch you.
So now make them no announce ticket
but how
price.
House go win this match? If it's free gates, open free gates, make we can't watch.
No, but you see, the bigger problem for me be...
So how they go fit pay for the stadium?
Yeah. The bigger problem for me will be the people who go decide what happens next, right? And now I discuss with a few of my guys say, the sporting angle of them are partnership plus Hoffenheim, then be say, in terms of the principles that underline the football way that they play, right? The philosophies way that they take coach the players, then for be similar, right? So if it be similar, say Charlie, the football they play, you know, be too dissimilar or too different from the one way has to also they play. Then in terms of the people where they can't teach that kind of football, then go fit help you, right? Not necessarily sign coach take you say Charlie, we sign coach take him then take no. But in terms of recommendations, I feel say, look, if Hasselfolk be prepared to pay like $10,000 a month, then for free get some very decent coach. Then go figure some. In fact, the other strong partnerships where we see for this country inside, I don't talk the Southampton one way, it just be social media partnership. But the other strong partnership where we see, Capelli and Interlice were getting coaches for free. Because the caliber of people who not then they come no. You know be saying Interlice go fee afford them.
Okay. But still are they relegated?
Danny Mukanovic, Henry Clem, and all of these people will come.
Yeah.
Check Wafa, the time where them formalize the Red Bull, John Killer, and the people where they come to this country, right? We've seen a way some of these partnerships have benefited this class, particularly the sporting angle. Because we know, say, in terms of the other aspects, we did behind infrastructure and that kind of thing. There's not much way we go fi do. But the area where you go fi realize the benefits and immediately it be the sporting angle. And when it comes to the sporting angle, it be more on you in terms of the coaches, because it not be you they send coaches and make them go school the guys for Germany. It be we they need the help. So in situations like this way, when our clubs get some of these partnerships, and they wonder why say they not go involve Hoffenheim. So say at the very least, in terms of who can do the job, the person making that decision or the decision is from a sporting standpoint or a technically sound decision. Other than make we draft a list, make people come apply for the job, then we just go through them. Whoever they excite, although they can be or the other members of the board, no disrespect them, but they not be technical people. At all. Then get them my expertise. I don't know if although they be finance or economics or whatever, or it be law or whatever, but then get them my expertise. That expertise, it not be technical. It not be sporting way, it not be technical. Look, no matter how long we watch football, we can never understand the complexities at that level. The same as we did here, we follow football for decades, but none of us go feel look a coach, then assess, do a breakdown of what they represent, the ideals way they take coach, the principles way they form the basis of the football way they teach the kids. Because this is it be scientific. It be scientific. On the game itself, we just go wish them well. And there are two things. Yeah, look, I use an expression where somebody talk me say it be harsh, but what do they do right now? It just be hope and hire. The hope say the person they come, you go far, then they go hire you. But in terms of say making a scientific decision, you know, so for this one, we just go wish them well. Look, it is not beyond the club to qualify, but if they look beyond the team, because I have to do this before. Yeah. I mean, even in the recent years where they not share that day form, then get some really impressive performance. I think the last time individual Liba, Olympic and Gore, and some of those teams where then fee eliminates them. In terms of even the Champions League and Confederations Cup, then getting significant results. Today, now I listen Mohamed Polo talk about that game at the Elwak Stadium, how he missed the first league in performance. Exactly. Guinea. And if you go through the list of players where then line up for Hasselhoff, it be if you get expectations say Has go feel repeat this thing. That list and the players would play those games.
For show your level. For show your level.
It go shut you up. It go shut you up. You talk bosses. Players where today we mention them as the greatest of one at time. Adolf Amma, Hesio Damtin, Mohamed Polo himself, Mama Aqua,
and all of these ballers.
So if
they mention some of the names
exactly,
for
and if you check the history, Hasselhoff in those 5 years within that period in the 70s. They make the semi-final of the Champions League. They make the quarters. In fact, in that miracle of Elwak, the team where they eliminate before them, then come that quarterfinal be Ali. They eliminate Ali before then come the quarterfinal. Where then go the semis again. So make semis twice in 3 years or so before Simba eliminates them. 2006, the team where then beats St. George for Obuasenu, then be the remnants of the 64 Battalion. Won Champions League. Won the league 6 years on the bounce. Wait and some win
the treble.
Then did the treble
they did the
in
treble.
2000. Win the Confederation Cup the year before. And in fact, even 2005.
The 4 edition, but they won it in the calendar year 2005.
Even in that squad where the Bote had to come out of self-imposed sabbatical where he can't play that game. If you check the players where at that time now with the Lambaz them say they know they form. Today, look, Moses Amdok, Eric Gau, Charles Vardes, Kwabena Boafo, stacked, experienced, and quality. The Hasselhoff team with they see today it be too inconsistent for people to harbor hope say they'll go feel. it be too inconsistent for people to have hope say they'll go feel do them. You see that thing, and even people they forget say the team where then go that Obuasi game. Right, Ofeansa, the late Ofeansa. He'd be one of the players where he played in the 74 game against Haifa, where he helped the team make them qualify. So the experience as a player, as a coach, as a fan of the club, he did. The difference day. You know, be say we they kill anybody in vain. That's why at in the beginning,
but the content is different.
The club go fit do, but the team where they see currently.
So guys, possibility. So assuming say Hearts no qualifier, how you feel say they go react to one for the rest of the season?
It go be
Daniel. They have to win the league.
So if they no qualifier, they for win the league. But this team,
oh, Nathan, you see, you know me I talk. You know me actually talk. You sack the coach because 1, the coach no go do anything for Africa. 2, the coach know the sit up for the league inside. When you see your body say top 2 for the league inside, if you compete, then win the trophy. So if you sack the coach, where clearly you are going out of Africa, because me then you know say it no go happen on Sunday.
You mean say they no score 4-0?
Oh no. If like if you UEFA with the come out away goals, that one say if we pray.
You declared the last time Has scored 4 goals.
They shock. They don't score 4. They don't score 4. So after this one, if the come out, whenever the league will come after the court injunction, then for win. Or chop second. Where if you chop second, means say they win FA Cup. But trophy for pie this season. As for that one, major trophy for trophy for pie, because that be the sort of reaction we want to see. You know, be say you go sack coach, come out from Africa, then can't chop 6 or 7 for the league inside, come out from FA Cup. Then you are taking the club back to before Boedu. Boedu can't set standard. Where right now you need to move to the standard be your standard. So if that be the standard, I'm not maintain them. It be simple like that.
Atsu.
For me, it be again. They get time now. If they no feel qualified, the fans go ball. But the fans go ball more if the coaching appointment goes wrong. That be why. Look.
But from what you're talking, I mean, say probably some Serbian go come because Prosper Ogumi appointment they'll be very unlikely at this point.
It'll be very unlikely.
They can't, whether you like or you don't like, they can't work plus Okulu because how Okulu finish.
You see, I feel say make them take them a time, then get the coaching appointment right. And again, right now, then get partnership where it go allow them and improve the options way ordinarily they would have had. So I would perhaps suggest, I know I'm perhaps not qualified to advise them, but if it is possible, engage offline. Make them see the options where you get. Maybe $10,000 a month go be too much for you, say, Charlie, this one no go fee pay. But $8,000, $6,000, $7,000, you go fee get some very good coach where you go fee come, then take over the team, then build something decent for you. Because look, it be important, say, the standards as that need to talk. It not be cynical. Otherwise, you dey fall back into the period, the years before Bodu way, Charlie. Or you the win be, or buy him a work up then, Charlie. Today, some of us fans, they tell you, say, Charlie, the President's Cup, they know they rate up. So it be Bodu win 4 trophies, it no be 5.
That will rush.
Charlie, then they rush because then see the trophy. So now then they pick and choose which ones they want add to the stats and which one they want reject. All I'm saying is that is something you want to maintain. Look, the problems we then get with Bodu, it'd be better to go through those problems with trophies than say you don't go through the Yawa where you sound not be competitive. You say off the pitch Yawa day, match day 2, Charlie, you they collect woto Charlie. So it be important. Look, and I feel say, look, even if the fans they go be disappointed, say over 2 legs they not qualify. But in the context of the reverse fixture, the fans, majority of them know say Charlie, chances of them qualifying it be low. So if they not qualify, nobody go there, Pobiman or where they build the new secretariat, then say then they go demonstrate. It go pain them, but they go understand. The Yawa go be getting the coaching appointments wrong. If this Matic man come, where he no far, the hits them go chop. Because you sack somebody where you be fan favorite.
I see.
Where it was the right decision, I have to say. But that in itself, it no go absolve you from blame if the replacements go wrong. And Charlie, so far, the handling be Yawa.
All right, Hearts of Oak, they really get work to do. This Sunday, then they play AS Bamako for Accra Sports Stadium. The task be simple. They first score 3 to level the tie, 4 to qualify. I don't know if they go do, but the job there be Sunday. It be Sunday.
Every goal where Bamako go score, they score 2 in addition to the 3 we don't score.
So right now there, that be the movement for Accra Hearts of Oak. Either score 3 to level the tie, 4 to go through, or for every goal Bamako go score, but if score 2. The rules there, they be very simple. If you know if you do 2, we what we do. Next week we can't discuss this matter.
If they go channel the glorious years, then decide say they will score 4 for every goal.
No problem.
We know ball. We there.
Okay, this be Football Made in Ghana for Citi TV Top. My name be Nathan Quao. We go take some short break. If we come back out, we have more for you. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. This is Football Made in Ghana on Citi TV. Daniel Koranteng and Atsu Tamakloe be my guest. So we close the chapter on Hearts of Oak. We wish them well. Sunday, the game could happen for Accra Sports Stadium. We go see if they go qualify. I mean, well, we'll see. Moving on. Hearts of Oak, they go I don't know. Well, they go benefits because now FIFA drops on very interesting revelation. They say now for every team where it go have representative for the World Cup, every day the player go chop for the World Cup, or every day go spend for Qatar, they go give the club $10,000. So means if your club get 3 players, for every day they go spend, it be $10,000 on each player. Then at the end they go work the mathematics and then send you the money. So as the news drop, people say, oh, very interesting. When we start the business on our body say, so this one Ghanaian clubs they go benefit, and now they go benefit from this very interesting initiative put together by FIFA. Now, this will not be the first time FIFA they give money to people. First, then it be federations and things that they give the money to. I don't say that they give clubs, but this time it be like they change the dynamics they change them in some very interesting way. So they say now clubs go get $10,000. So they say, okay, so how many of the local players make we take go the World Cup? How many of them? Some people say make we carry all of them go. So say them clubs all go enjoy from FIFA them money. Some people too say, why make we carry them all go? If you no qualify, you no qualify. That be the end. The clubs where they get players for there, it be them, they go enjoy that money. Guys, so very interesting revelation from FIFA. Now they won't make clubs directly benefit from World Cup money and World Cup participation. So they say for every player it go day there, Biano. In club go get $10,000. So actually make a business. So make we carry some of the boys go.
It's a must.
But what if they don't make the grade?
Take one list for the 2006 World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Then go through the players we kick ball.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk even the ones we sit bench, but the boys with them feet touch the turf. Say be Düsseldorf, say it be Dortmund, wherever the team go play, then play the ball some, then count them a number. Out of the 23 we take go. 2010, 2014. In fact, make we expand the conversation. Then look at the number of players we want to coaches the youth generally for one a major tournament. If we carry the players go, how many of them beyond the select way they get game time where they play. So it not be everybody where you go there where you go kick ball. Sometimes you take players go for strategic purposes. Say, actually they carry them go. You know, say this guy, you know, go play today, but you they give them some exposure, right? You they want make them get a feel of the tournament. So say the real-time experience of say the pressure where the players they go through before match, how players they behave, what then they do where you know they help, what somebody and some of these things, no matter how much info way they go give you, until you experience it, you never really go feel appreciate the value of those experiences, right? We see the Brazilians do it all the time. The first time we go play Brazil, I think 2011, right? Where they introduced Neymar, where he can play against me. Most of us be like, it just be another of those young boys where they. But today we they see Neymar today, and the impact they give them. In fact, a lot of Brazilians they believe say the 2014 World Cup where they don't win, it be the Neymar injury where he end the campaign. So there are times where you go be deliberate about taking certain players to some events. Say you they build them a capacity, you they build them a temperament. You want to make them get first-hand experience of the pressure, of the anticipation and everything. Sometimes the things where it they go wrong, make them get first-hand experience of how certain key personalities in the team they behave, and how those behaviors they tie into the general outlook of the team. Right? So call-ups for national teams, we for understand. It not be everybody where they go play.
Yeah, okay. That one
where some of them two way then they go. Would they take them go for future purposes? So that be what I explained. So there is always a window for some of these things. And ultimately, the reasons for which they take these players go, it be the coaches, then the management of those federations will go determining which of these reasons be at play. And they talk say for one situation, we for make economic consideration for the league. Okay. Because it be low hanging fruits. And I say low hanging fruits because when was the last time we get even $500,000 invested into the league, other than the money where we get from the media rights holder and today the title sponsor? You know they happen. In fact, in the history of the World Cup, this is going to be the biggest windfall we pay FIFA, so it not be we, but FIFA, they pay to clubs. You know they happen often. And for explain, make people understand, see, that there is a context, there is a reason why. The fixture schedule, due to COVID, because COVID, it messed up the fixture schedule for 2 straight years. And the fact that we move this tournament also to December. Players in the top leagues, then they play more games than necessary. than ordinarily they would have. At least by the time the World Cup comes around, they would have. So they not say because of the stress and the risk of injuries where players they go, they could compensate them, then compensate them properly. That be why the figures we will see today, then be more than you go see for anywhere. So when the World Cup reverts to normal years or the normal June, July for USA, it no go happen so. They don't go give you those monies because the reasons change. Also, the team or the country where they host the tournament will perhaps will not be as charitable. Say then they give that much, make them share to the clubs where then they come. So this be like 1 in a million opportunity. I be somebody where I always they believe say every year the World Cup money, some of them for going to a league.
Okay.
So I feel say knowing that when our coaches only they go use just about 16 or 18 players for the tournament, where the remaining 8, because we take 26
yeah.
So if we use even 18, we could just run up to say 20. That be still 6 players we no go kick ball for the tournament. Right? So we get opportunity to deliberately and make nobody make any mistake. I know they here they can't tell you say the players from our league they be better. So make we take. Would they admit say the standard no be the same? But part of the process of development will be a deliberate attempt to bridge the gap between what is here. And one of the ways where we go feed do one, they make we put money into the league.
Okay.
Then determine say, okay, maybe would they take this monies? When the class determines say, okay, would they take this monies to improve the contracts? Or every club they take these monies, improve the playing surface we then get. I'll give you another example then. We'll just go conclude. My friend they ran Asekem FC. They are from Pong. The last time, and it be for the purpose of this information, this conversation where they share this information, so make them forgive me. But the last time, the amount we then they check, then they spend on the playing surface, then they use natural grass.
Natural grass.
It be 5,000 every month.
5,000
cities every month.
Every
and this
month.
be like February this year. Today, people they share videos of Asekem them are playing surface say it be like the best in the league. But I just want to draw people them attention. That be the level of investment we do. And
5,000 cities every month.
And at that time, they were in
Division 2.
In the Ashanti region.
Yeah.
That be when I did.
Yeah. Did they be Biposo?
Division 2 for the Ashanti region. That be where they play. So this be the level of investment where they go into. 2 things where it affects when a league. It be the money where they pay the players. It be the playing surface.
Okay.
So make we consider these things.
Interesting. You will go come back to your point because then you make some points say make we take some of the players go.
Yeah.
And also you draw some World Cup squad, hypothetical World Cup squad. So we go come back to that. Daniel, so FIFA dropped the announcement. Actually say make we take the boys go. What be your mind?
I did like one aspect of the idea in that this be once in a lifetime opportunity. If we do look at it, be true. With the amount of money where FIFA they pay to the clubs. And if that money they go to other clubs, it will go a long way into helping the league. That one the idea. We already understand say money be something where we really they need for the league inside. Where with the Bab say if this money come the league inside, it will help a lot of things. But I'm not sure that it feels say we for compromise the quality of our team for that.
Okay.
And they feel say, you see, in as much as experience be very good, if somebody know they close to the point where it go break out, you know sure that's for sure I'm some things. For example, if I did JSS1, where they take me go write mock BC exam, it go feel make sense. But if I did class 3, where they take me go mock, you know they make sense. One level for the Ghana Premier League, it no reach any level where them for go stand or even go enter World Cup campaigns. They are far from that. Far. It be true. Far from that. The best possible team be see them for fit go the group stages of CAF Confederation Cup or CAF Champions League. But that one safe, they know the fit. So if that one they know the fit, what did they go do for World Cup? That be
the exposure. So you won't carry them.
The exposure, you see, if baby, it they start in the crawl. Baby know they get up, they do triple jump. they give no. Baby, it dey crawl first. Then it will start to take then wobbly steps before it will stabilize. It be so it do and be step by step process. If you dey Ghana Premier League level, where at the talk the level, I know they can't single out on one or two. One are teams, the two biggest clubs, the champions of the Ghana Premier League were kicked out of preliminary stages of CAF Champions League. FA Cup winners, former champions of the Ghana Premier League, have been kicked out of the CAF Confederation Cup.
But they don't kick them out.
Have been kicked out of the CAF Confederation Cup.
On the verge of.
On the verge, oh no, have been kicked out.
They get 3-0.
Next week I will play this voice. Then we go see say they dey inside or they don't dey inside. If they no dey inside, we can't apologize. If they dey inside, me I like us, but we no could if it be true, no could talk true. You understand? So it be step by step process. What I feel say honestly too, if we watch this World Cup inside, then they watch the state of one Black Stars. We are in a rebuilding process. If we get, let's say the AFCON, we go like semi-final. The World Cup qualifiers, we blow Nigeria away. When our friendly games with the force, we reach. Now, if we talk, say, we reach finish. We know the core of our team. We know the starting 11. We know like some 5 players who will come inside. And what Atsu talk is very true. You know, be all the 23 players they go. And it's not just Ghana. It be everywhere. Everywhere. Quarter, average of 17, 18 players and will play throughout the tournament. Aside that, the second goalkeeper, third goalkeeper, if they sit bench the whole period, you know they touch ball, you know they do anything. Some people say, if you know they say, if they come out them, then they come, then they clap, you never go see them do the tournament inside. That might be something we did. So there's always some space for some of these things. Here they talk. If like we reach that level, we will reach Black Stars reach finish. We go fit talk say, oh, the more could take an opportunity help on our clubs. But the national team safe, you know, reach. So we can't compromise the quality for this kind of thing. And this one be huge signal to the GFA. Say, if you see, the Black Stars, I always tell you, the Black Stars be reflection of the league. Me that be hard this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Should
2006.
Be. The grand theme of affairs, yes.
Most of the time. If
so this Black wait, hold on. So this Black Stars, they reflect the local league.
I go give you plenty examples.
Okay, you talk.
I go give you plenty examples. 2010 World Cup. Between 2008 to 2012, then which European team will it date up?
Between 2008
make I tell you, be Barcelona.
And 2012, Barcelona.
2008, they were in semi-final champions. In 2009, they won. 2010 semi-final. 2011, they won. That period, the national team where we date up, you know, be Spain.
Yeah.
2014 World Cup. Then Bayern Munich Dortmund go the 2013 Champions League final. 2014 Germany win. Some closeness day. You dey about at the top. If you go back even to Italy 2006, that 2005 period, 2007, it was AC Milan. 2003, 2005, 2007, AC Milan were in Champions League finals. They had won 2 out of the 3. It be reflection. It a show. If you're even Ghana safe, one of 2006 World Cup squad, the first time we qualified for a World Cup, we had just won the Confederation Cup. We had 2 teams going to the Confederation
Cup. But 2018, as France, you know what I mean? Say as French teams.
No, but that one's safe. You see, that one's safe. If you go watch you watch the inside of the teams, no, you go see say some links be there inside. You never what are they talk. But for Ghana, Charlie, this one are current team. You see, and the numbers, if you compare the squad numbers, the composition of the squad in relation to Ghana Premier League players and Black Stars, if you watch from 2006, it just go. And they go down as the league too, they go down. It they show. That one, you see, I always tell you, it not be Black Stars in job, say, if we fix the league. If the league they work, no Black Stars coach go turn left, look, overlook. You know go fit. If the league was working, Morocco then go fit name them a national team without looking at their league. They can't do it. Egypt can't do it. South Africa, they can't do it because the league is working. That's where the players did. When they show for continental level top, if they come the chan, they come the club inter-club competitions, then they force. So obviously if you can't name in team, you go look the league. Unfortunately for us, we not reach. Well, unfortunately for us, this is a huge opportunity where, like, if we reach her, it will take help the players or the teams. But we not reach there. Well, this no be the time where we go compromise because the World Cup, you know, we talk some halfway. We don't go play for it. They go play. I don't know if it
Interesting. So you guys, your squad, we go release your squads very soon.
Yeah.
Then I go base one or two.
I get quick response. See,
you quick,
bro,
because if I go some break.
Bro, the World Cup, we know the goal winner. The World Cup, with the escort people go. We know the goal winner.
With the escort people.
Charlie. We know the goal winner.
So Charlie, make the boys go first.
But on a more serious note, I feel say, look, you see, the whole idea say we dey in transition, it be dicey. The guy in the coach the team, you not make him mind say he be in the coach the team long term. For him mind inside, it be privilege carry the team go World Cup. That be he reverts back to him. And if you check, I don't know if Dortmund they try send a message, but right now it not be part of any of the senior teams. I check Saturday, it not be part of the senior team, the technical staff, and the 23, you know them.
No, you see, in Roby,
but in Roby
general,
different.
That one was clarified before then.
But the talk
in
say,
Roby, maybe what they call it.
At the time,
head of TV trainers council, so they oversee. Talent development.
talk say, at the time,
under 20, the senior
no,
team,
but at the time, Otuado they get this job. Now he be assistant coach for Dortmund, right? So in designation itself, alone change. At the talk say, make we not make the issue of say with the water down or with the dilute the quality for the team, because as I talk and as Danny agree, we go fit take even if we want to go with 6, we go fit take 6 players go without affecting the quality the coach go use.
Okay.
Because we establish say the coaches maximum 20 players we don't go use for the tournament. Maximum 20. And that is factoring in injuries, suspensions, and what's not. So always, then go be 6 or 5 way, then they no go play some. More to the point, if we dey talk about, say, the league no reach, it be some things where it no there for the league inside, where it make the league no reach. I feel, say, we get opportunity to fix a few of those. I do the quick maths. If, say, you dey spend even 5,000 on grass surface every month, for the league inside, a few of them they play on artificial surface. Karela, then be out. So you take out Karela. So you talk about like some 17 clubs. For each of them, it will cost you like 600,000. Right? Roughly. For some 600,000, where you would take do. No, sorry, 60,000.
60,000.
For a year. 60,000 where then we take fix the pitch. That's it. They take away one part of one of our problems. Right?
60,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah, 60,000 cedis.
That be $6,000.
So it take and you see this be low hanging fruits. And they talk about the ones where we go fee realize the impact immediately.
Okay.
Right. Then maybe from there we go figure have conversations or deliberations for Congress level.
Okay, no problem. You just hold your thought. We'll go take some very quick break. If we come back, we go wrap up the points and see the two guys. So the two guys get them as squads. We go see who will get more local players for inside and then who will not get some at all ahead of the World Cup in Qatar. This is Football Made in Ghana. We go come back right in. I beg, stay. Welcome back. This is Football Made in Ghana on Citi TV. The guys still there around. They make them a points on whether or not make local players go the World Cup. Of course, this be on the back of FIFA them announcement say if club you get player for the competition for every day it go spend. They go pay them 10,000. They go pay the club $10,000. Actually, so when exactly this they kick in? What?
So they start 9 days. 9 days. I think from the day then they close the deadline for submission of the list. The squads you go take go. So once then close that, then they start payments.
Okay. Till what?
No, then start calculation.
They start calculation.
Yes. So 9 days before the first ball is kicked.
Okay.
Where most of we they assume say Charlie by the third match now he can't give the Black Stars. So that be worst case scenario. Worst case. So you talk about 21 days, right? The 9 plus the 12 days. Yeah. The 12th day of the tournament. By which time would have clocked 21 days.
Interesting.
If by the grace of God we feel progress to the next round, Charlie, they mean more kwacha. More cash.
Okay. Make we see the boys the mascot first. And make we see Atsu in team. Atsu in a hypothetical 26-man team.
Yeah.
Now the players where they in yellow, but the players where they play for the Bet Power Ghana Premier League inside. So goalkeepers with the Fori, Jojo Wallacos, Danla De Kotoko.
Yeah.
Defenders, some know they inside.
Yeah.
I don't know why though, but yeah.
Because if you every position where the players I admit in the beginning, I talk say the difference between the Avengers than the league, the boys in the league, it be significant.
Okay, it be
but for every position, they try use or project players where at least we get the average Ghanaian football fan gets significant faith in their quality. Yes, okay. See, yes. So, right. But for the defense, I don't feel say we get players who get close to.
Midfielders, he named Salis Abdul Sameh, Baba Idrisi Thomas Partey, Dominic Nsobela, then yes. David Abagna, okay, Kudus, Kofi Tre, and Kamaldeen Suleiman. So if you say Nsobela and Abagna, they go make arguments, say make they go
exactly
the World Cup.
Yeah.
Interesting. For the forwards, he named 2. Okay, he named 2 of the local boys. So the others be Iñaki Williams, Andrea Ayew, Jordan Ayew, Antoine Semenyo, Osman Bukari, then Daniel Efriye Barnier and Clinton Dodu.
Yeah.
Clinton Dodu. So these are the
players.
So you have 1, 4, 5. So 5 players.
And you see, if the permutations we they make, worst case scenario, with the clock $210,000, right? Mm-hmm. That's for the 12-day period.
So that would be cumulative
21-day period
for these guys.
Yes, yes.
For one player.
For one club.
For one club. So it means based on your list, Kotoko go back 210,000. Hearts of Oak the same. RTU, Bechem United,
Accra Lions.
Then Accra Lions.
Yes.
So 5 clubs.
And you see this it is
so that was 1.5 or so million.
You see, and me, I don't look at them in 2 ways. You either go feed decide say you they give the $250,000 to each, 210 to each club, say this be your own, take them, or we go use this do fund, then talk say with a hire company, start a bidding process, then award contracts to somebody who will maintain the pitches at that cost. I mentioned the 5,000 because it be the only example where I know. It be very possible say the company will go do, I'm going to charge you more, but I don't expect you to exceed say like some 8,000 or 7,000. So there are a few thousand subsidies to play with. If you do that, that directly improves or immediately improves the playing surface.
Okay.
You see that thing? And it adds a certain value to Wana League because one of the issues where we get be the people where they watch Wana League the first time, the impression be bad. And sometimes it not be the football self that they talk about, it be the pitch. Yeah. And the pitch directly they affect the quality of the football.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right. So for I feel say we get 2 issues. The compensation, the conditions of service would they give the because look, me, you know they make sense. Say would they pay coaches more than would they pay players. Prosperity they Kotoko, they take $4,000 at the end of the month. In boys, the highest paid player for that be like what, some 7,000 or so. The Ghana boys, then there may be cities. Then maybe you go introduce the expert in Mbella, then Fabio Gama and co. House of Oak, our coach, the highest paid player, coach did like $5,000.
But how much our could they take?
12,000 cities. $dollars.
I see.
Yeah. So we for do something about those situations. And I feel say, as I explained, this be low-hanging fruits, once in a lifetime opportunity, they could take them. But more importantly, find a way to sustain the money where you go take improve the pitches.
Okay. So for you, the pitches be very
Paramount.
important. If we improve them on surface, it means everything over. Yeah. Okay. Daniel, make we see your squad. Make we see Daniel Koranteng in World Cup squad of 26 players. Ahead of the competition. In there, you don't have any yellow player there. You know when they go bet some place. No yellow player in the team. Then let me say, if this happens, the Ghana Premier League go look FIFA, they don't get anything.
Actually,
hey!
DK betray me. It seriously betray because look, before DK will talk, the part where they bore me, be the players will go the World Cup. They not go kick ball. Then the clubs go get that money.
You see,
money where you know go benefit with.
Nathan, you see me.
If they improve somebody in league.
I talk say it be lesson. You see, it be lesson. We always talk say the Black Stars. It no be somebody in vet right. It don't for no. It be quality with the take go. Nathan, watch my list inside.
The list make I see. Watch inside.
Watch my list inside.
Tariq Lamptey.
Make I ask you a simple question. Abdul Manaf Nuruddin, then Danlad Ibrahim. Who they catch?
Abdul Manaf Danlad. Who they catch?
You know for answer say if you the chair, you know the answer, but you the chair, Nathan. You the chair. The defenders Achuna agrees.
He said down there he talk.
This
thing the kid they do not fight.
No,
This thing the kid they do not fight.
Me my own, you see, make I explain to you. Me, I dey like the spirit of keeping the same energy. You dey understand what I dey talk? I dey like keep the same energy. If the name player for inside, where you put the talk, say, oh, this guy not for the inside, this guy better, this guy. Make that standard be universal to all. I don't care where you they play for. And I understand say we they need money for the league inside. But it be the job of the GFA to find innovative ways of not at the detriment of the Black Stars.
But it won't be at the detriment because as the K himself agree, where he admits, the coach of the 26 way they go, quarter, be 20 go play.
Quarter, 20 go play.
The rest,
but in case
you see,
something happen,
when they play the match,
where somebody hit, I don't want to say I will can watch my bench.
See,
then if the ban here, he did there.
Nathan,
where he go feel the come out so. Let's not do this.
If they finish the match, it went full time. You see the way the players that they take the lap, not the lap of Anna, they just acknowledge the fact they approve. 6 or 8 of the players for the list inside, that be the job they go do.
They go clap and
then
but you see, if they clap you watch. You see,
Charlie,
the time they give my submission, I tell you, see,
Yeah.
if somebody they class 3, where you take and go right mock for BC, it be useless. The people I show you know, the likes of Kamals, they don't play Black Stars before, but then they top level. You understand? So World Cup experience, no, it go feel do them good because AFCON they come. We they're in transition. Where these young, ripe, talented players and go feel helping for the World Cup. So if we babs the World Cup, we know the winner. Make we see them.
So that make we carry them.
Take them go do what? You go take them go play the AFCON. Or if you come the AFCON today, they can't bring back these people who will not make the team because
you talk say the World Cup, you know.
Me, there's squad this.
So we get 1 year.
There's squad this.
So
after the World Cup.
After this,
later when be the chance.
the champion.
The chance you go call Kamals so one you can play.
Obviously, you know if you play.
So make them go play them at chance. Make the World Cup players to go play them out. It be simple. Oh, that's why you know nice. You did class 3, you won't go by right B's.
See.
Are you ready?
See. This issue of development, and I go insist on this. Say, we go do this quota. And we know the talk say, if it be new tradition, one-time hits, free hits, because we explain, you know we'll get another international tournament with, then they pay this much.
We know go fit
but you talk say the World Cup, we know they go win.
Wait,
2010 we win. You know how.
Nathan, you see,
2014
the more
win,
important
you
issues
happy.
be saying.
2014, I know.
The more important issues be saying.
Go carry the cup. But finishing last in the group, then going to quarterfinals, all of them, you know, win the trophy. But which one if you come back, you know? You don't know say if you progress, if you get money.
But
if you progress, if you get money.
The time we go
so I believe in the quality
everybody
of this
plays.
Then go here, go. I know the case everybody.
The time we go the quarters, everybody plays.
Go there quarter. If you go reach quarter safe, the money we will get. Then now
this thing will carry you go. It be born out of the wrong assumption. Say local players being there will mean say we won't do well.
Oh no! I don't say we no go do well.
If
that is
not your premise,
I don't say we no go do well. But the options, no. You see, the options, no. So if they set go and they set go, oh, Charlie, we 1-1. We will for score this. Baby Jet no day. Then I turn for the bench. We come out so no day. Then it be Barnier.
So you want to talk say Barnier no?
But Barnier he played the Bamako game. We need 3.
See, listen. If we agree say the local players inclusion no go be the reason why we no go far or go cost we.
Okay.
Where would they admit say we go get 20 quality players, make them go play.
You know your point we say so the 6.
They will not get problem.
You watch the Ghana Japan.
They will not get problem
for the carrying car.
I see.
Hey.
They will not get problem.
Okay, guys, you see on our left back.
Okay, guys. So with the wrap up, quickly. So
Dennis Kosa.
So based on all of this, just quick answers. If assuming say we take some of the local boys go, how make FIFA share the money direct to the clubs or to the GFA?
You see that one's a big problem because if you give the me I be Kotoko where I work hard make my player go work.
It be direct
to
the
finish
club.
Say make I go share plus somebody will play. No.
So direct to the club. So direct to the club.
No, if I go the GFA in there.
If I go the GFA.
But it all starts now. If this be what you want to do, make them understand. Okay. Say this be what they want use the money do. So if them pay the money, we all pay them into one fund. Do the tender or whatever the contract process be. Choose Make them can't do the
If I
job.
get
people.
2 players for inside, you don't get anybody. Then I did make I can't share
Okay.
my money plus.
All right, guys, that'll be how we will wrap up the show. Thank you, Atsu. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you out there for watching. It'll be another exciting episode of Football Made in Ghana. Next week, we will come back with more. Hopefully, the Hearts of Oak story, Vim will come inside. So, we'll say next week.
God happen.
Anyway, that'll be how we go end the show. We will catch you next week on another episode. Take care and stay safe.